Yo, what up everyone? My name is Luke. Welcome to Life with Luke. Today I have a very special deck tech for you for a very fun game, Disney Lorcana. This is my Snow White and the Seven Dwarves deck. So let's go ahead and see what we got in here. So to start off, we have 4 copies of the Queen, Regal Monarch. She's just a generic 2/2, quest for 1, but she does have a shift target. Let's go over this shift target right here. The Queen Commanding Presence shifts just on turn 2, and you get a 4/3 quest for 2. And then, Who is the Fairest? Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character gets -4 attack this turn, and chosen character, probably one of your characters, gets +4 attack this turn. So, very cool card. This is the Evil Queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. To round out our 1-drop section, we have 4 popsicles. This is a very cool item. You can just play it, and it immediately says you may draw a card when you play it. Jumbo Pop. And then that's Redwood. Banish this item, remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. So this is really good for the for the dwarves. The dwarves are going to be doing a lot of challenging, most likely, and this just helps them heal back up, and it's a very good card to play on turn 1. I'm a big fan of playing about 8 cards that you can play on turn 1. I think that's a very good number, and these are of course inkable. Moving on to the 2-drop slot, we got 4 Snow White's Unexpected House Guests. This is essential to the deck. These are uninkable. They don't have the magic swirl on top there. You have to pay 1 less for 7 dwarf characters, and these do stack with each other. They accumulate. So if you have multiple of these Snow Whites in play, you can pay as little as 0 for your 7 dwarf characters. So very solid there. Of course, we're running the maximum we can, 4 copies. And I might as well go over the next Snow White we have. We actually do have 4 more Snow Whites here. This is Snow White Lost in the Forest. When you play this character, you can remove 2 damage from chosen character. And it's a solid 2/3 for 2, quest for 1. And both of those Snow Whites can actually shift into this Snow White, which is an uninkable 6-cost Snow White Well-Wisher, but you can pay only 4 if you shift it on top of one of your other characters named Snow White. And wishes come true. Whenever this character quests, you may return a character card from your discard to your hand. So that's very useful. You can treat that kind of like drawing a card or something. It's just very powerful. And then we have Sleepy. We're running 4 Sleepy. He's a 1/4 for 2 with Achoo. When you play him or another 7 dwarf character, you may give chosen character -1 attack this turn. So it makes it very easy to challenge your opponent's characters when they have less attack. Sleepy, he's a very, very good statted character. 2-cost, 2/3, quest for 2, but he enters Exerted. Because he's sleepy. Very thematic card there. He's got a big yawn when he comes in. All right, let's move on to the 3-drop section here. We got Doc, Leader of the 7 Dwarves. 2/3 for 3, quest for 2. Share and share alike. Whenever this character quests, you may pay 1 less for the next character you play this turn. So this character is very aggressive. You just play him on board, and you can start questing and paying less for your characters and start filling your board filled with dwarves. We also have 4 Judy Hops. There's a lot of items out there. This card can banish a chosen item when you play this character, and its player draws a card. So what that means is you can actually also choose to banish your own popsicle, and that means that you get to draw another card off of that. She's also just solid 2/3 for 3, quest for 2. Good card. All right, we have Dopey. Dopey is just a 2/2 for 3 with Odd One Out, and it has an interesting ability. When this character is banished, your other 7 dwarf characters get +2 attack until the start of your next turn. Until the start of your next turn is a very long time, so that's kind of like a scary card to banish. Your opponent probably has to play around that slightly, but you can also use this aggressively to your own like. I'm also just running 1 Alice Growing Girl because it's very cool. Your other characters gain support, and while this character has 10 attack or more, she gets +4 lore. I just think that's pretty cool, and she also works quite nicely with this queen card, which can give +4 attack, and then if the queen has support from Alice, then just this card questing can give Alice +8 attack, which is quite a lot. I think I just want to try out that synergy a little bit. It's kind of off theme though, but you can definitely replace it with something else. For example, I'm only running 4, or I should be running 4 dozen eggs instead of the Alice, but we got 3 4 dozen eggs. Your characters gain resist +2 until the start of your next turn. So just any damage dealt to them is reduced by 2. So very good card. It's also a song. You can sing it with a 4-cost character or more. We have a few other 4-cost characters I can show you, like Grumpy. He's very cool. He's a 3/4 for 4, quest for 1, but your other 7 dwarf characters get +1 attack. And if you have multiple Grumpies out, then everything gets very strong. And I like to play Grumpy and then immediately just quest with everything aggressively, and then my opponents are like, oh no, everything is so strong, and they're going to have to fight them. And then here's my favorite dwarf, Bashful, Hopeless Romantic. He quests for 3, and he's a 2/5. But he does have a downside here. Oh gosh, this character can't quest unless you have another 7 dwarf character in play. It's not much of a downside. What I like to do is I like to play Bashful as soon as possible, basically on an empty board, and then the following turn, I can play another 7 dwarf and then immediately quest with him. And yeah, this card is just very good. Questing for 3 is no joke. All right, let's move on to the 5-drop section here. We have Happy. This is Happy Good-Natured. It's a 3/5 for 2 with support. So, of course, when this character quests, you can add their attack, which could be 3, or it could be increased to 4 or 5 if you have Grumpies in play. And you give that attack to somebody else when this guy quests, just for that turn, which means you can make your, for example, you can make your Dopey go from a 2/2 to a 5/2 just by questing with Happy there, which is quite nice. We got these queens, of course, that cost 5, but more than likely we're going to be shifting them for 2. I went over that earlier, I believe. And then the Snow Whites, which we went over as well. A little bit of card draw here. You return a character from your discard to your hand. They are uninkable, but that's okay. We should have more than enough capability to play them with our cost reduction from the docks. And we do have a little bit of card draw with Popsicle, Judy Hops, just a little bit there. But it is pretty much an aggressive deck. That's 60 cards there. And hope you enjoyed it. It's a very cheap deck as well. The only expensive card kind of is the legendary Snow Whites. But they're not too expensive anymore. And yeah, the Alice you can swap for another 4 dozen eggs. But I'm very happy with the current list right now. I don't really foresee them making too many more 7 dwarves or Snow Whites even. This could be it for now. But yeah, the whole deck is almost themed perfectly. Of course, the 4 dozen eggs is a little bit off theme. That's Gaston there, but it did come in the starter deck. Same with the Judy Hops, came in the starter deck, and the functionality of the cards is kind of what I'm after there. Like the functionality of this and the functionality of destroying an item or giving resist to your whole board is like, it's too good. Same with the Popsicles, being able to replace themselves by drawing a card immediately when you play them and then banishing for 2 heal. It's just really, really good, and they came in the starter deck, and I'm kind of just sticking with it. But if they come out with more Snow Whites or more Queen cards or more 7 Dwarves, I'll be happy to fit them in and update the list. And let's see what it can do. I think we should start off with a ranked game, but if it doesn't go well, maybe we move over into lab. Maybe a little easier to get some, get a little bit of a showcase of what the deck can actually do, because I don't think this deck is actually super good against meta decks. It's more of a casual deck, but it can do some crazy things if you get lucky. So here's hoping. All right, so far none of those 2-drop Snow Whites that reduce our dwarf costs, so kind of want to maybe aggressively mulligan for that. I think we might keep the queen, though. Maybe just get rid of everything and hope we get a 1-drop queen to go with this. And hope we get a 2-drop cost reducer. So we did get a 1-drop queen and another shift target. We also got Popsicle. Okay, interesting. We're trying to find the cost reducer Snow White because it really helps us play all of our 7 dwarves for cheaper, and it really helps us get our game plan online, but that's okay. I think we have 3 queens here. We might as well just ink one. And I think we're going to play the queen. Regal Monarch, turn 1. So we can shift it on turn 2 into a 4-3, but really just having a 2-2 on board against Captain Hook is good. Means he can't quest. Means I can easily challenge into him. He's not going to quest. Which is, like, good. Oh, interesting. When you play this character, you can exert this. Alright, so we're trading. That's something. Interesting. But now their turn is over. They inked a Robin Hood for a Pinocchio, talkative puppet, just a 1/1. Alright. So on turn 2, I really don't have anything to play. Maybe I do just play 2 Popsicles. Let's just play one first. Alright. I guess we'll ink one of these queens. Now that our little queen got removed, we'll just play this other Popsicle. Draw another card. Not the worst play. We did make use of both of our mana there, or both of our ink, excuse me. And, but I would have liked to have a character on board on turn 2 here. A little bit more than that. But we are setting up for a Judy Hops. We could Judy Hops one of our Popsicles next turn to draw another card. Just keep the cards super flowing. Not sure if that's the best play, though. We might want to play Doc for a little bit of cost reduction. Maybe we can play Judy Hops later. I think that's probably the play, is we play Judy Hops later. Especially since Madam Mim Snake is here. Yeah, but even Madam Mim Snake could banish this Doc character as well. So, it's a tough call. I do like keeping the Sneezy. And this Alice is interesting, but I do think I'm just going to ink it. It is just a one of. It doesn't really need to be in the deck anyway, so I might as well just ink it for now. And this is a tough call. I don't think I want to be questing with Doc into the Snake, so I'm just going to play Judy Hops. And draw a card here. Don't know if it's the best play, but it can't be the worst play. Okay, we got a 4 dozen eggs. And I also like keeping Sneezy here, because we could actually do some stuff with Sneezy. Maybe that'll help us challenge the Snake eventually. Eventually, not next turn, but like once I play a few more characters, then Sneezy will help us challenge into stuff a lot easier. Same with this queen. She's also good at helping us challenge into things. That's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. The queen's castle is here. Well, maybe I gotta... Maybe I gotta play Grumpy. It's kind of tricky. I think I will ink one of the Docs because I have 2 of them. I don't really need 2 of them right now. I could play Bashful. It's another good thing to do. And I just go for the questing plan, but like I don't. It's very tricky. It's very tricky. With the Queen's Castle, I don't really want to just fight it with everything. And Judy Hops is interesting here. Do I do 2, or do I quest, or do I do nothing? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm really considering questing here, because it is 2. Or I could attack the Queen's Castle for 2, get it down to 5. not really sure. I think I'll quest for 2. Could be a big mistake. Not really sure. Queen's Castle, just 2 lore every turn. Super good. Judy Hopps 2 lore every turn as well, though. So, I don't know. Is that something? I don't know. They're gonna go on a quest. Pretty sure they have a fox or something. Yeah, they got a fox. Fox will take out Judy. Madam Mim's almost done. We could sneeze it and dock it, and then attack it. Sneezy dock attack it is looking like the play right now, unless ink and play the thing and bounce it back. Yeah, it's getting bounced. So I guess I'm questing. Oh, this is also interesting. Can give all my dwarves a lot more attack as well. But I don't think that's the play, really. Maybe it is. I don't know about this queen, man. I don't know about this queen. Queen's good, but it's just too late, I think. So, yeah, I think I will be playing Sneezy. We can shrink stuff for fun. Doesn't really matter, though. Okay, I'm up to 5. They're up to 7 immediately. Whew! I have a Bashful, though. Bashful is quite good at questing, but the thing is, this could easily die because it could get challenged by a Madam Mim. Oh, you know what? Oh, man, you know what? This might not have been the play. I probably should have played Grumpy. Just so this had 3 strength. And then the snake would have, then this would have died. And then, oh man, that's kind of a misplay. I should have played Grumpy. That feels bad, yo. Yo, guys, definitely in that situation you play Grumpy, because Grumpy turns this 2-5 into a 3-5, which completely changes what they're able to do with the snakes. I just didn't quite think about it, but super smart. Super smart of you to play the Grumpy instead of 2 characters there. That's kind of a misplay on my part. They're just doing a little dance here, and like, I'm just gonna have to keep in mind they have a rush thing always, which is super annoying. Now I'm questing, though. I mean, there's nothing really else to do. The question is, do I play Snow White? Snow White's pretty solid, can start returning stuff back. And I feel like I kind of have to do this. I feel like I kind of have to do that. And I could ink stuff. I should be inking stuff, I think, because we're going to be returning stuff most likely. And then we'll have to play it for 4 because I want to return Bashful. Oh, I didn't realize this. The Madam Mim Snake was at the castle, so you're drawing extra cards now. This is not good. So if I play Grumpy, I could do 5 damage, 6, 7, 8. I would have to attack with everything. If I play Grumpy and I challenge with everything, I could take out the Queen's Castle. But like, that's like 5 lore I'm giving up. And a card in hand by not questing with Snow White. So like, it's kind of ridiculous. Plus, you know, this is just gonna die to Fox. They're doing this little bouncing thing. I keep doing it. I'm kind of okay with it, though, because it means they're not really like playing any like threats that are questing for stuff. They're just replaying the same 1 card every turn, kind of. Like, removing my stuff, obviously. But at least they're worried about me, you know. Because I'm aggressively questing. They kind of have to keep me in check a little bit, too. I don't know. It's strange. This is a weird game. Crap. Okay. That's a good card. Kind of want to just grab a card back. Kind of just want to grab a Bashful. Although it doesn't really work with the mana curve. Could have played something else. This 4 dozen eggs is probably super useful, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think we're going to lose this game. I don't think this is a winning board state here. We'll have to see. But Snow White's pretty big. She's the 3/5. You know, she's capable of challenging, you know? Of destroying these Madam Mim snakes. They trade night. They don't trade. Oh, a goat. That's not good. They're getting real close to a win. Technically, I could, like, quest for 5. Well, not really, actually. I have to play a dwarf first, and then quest for 5. And then I could 4 dozen eggs, and then hopefully I just win the game. Return the goat? Are you returning the goat? Oh, not returning the goat. Oh, and then attacking. And then it's destroyed. I'm going to heal that up. I'm going to heal that up with the popsicle. Okay, interesting. I'm not really sure what the plan is. I know that I want a quest. I just don't know what I want to bring back, if it matters. I don't think anything really matters here. Just grab one of these. Let's toss it in the ink. Okay, that's my best bet right now, is to go for the win. I'm going for the win here. They could obviously do some shenanigans where they can win the game right now, you know, with some bouncing and the Merlin goats and blah, blah, blah. And they might be able to remove my stuff as well. But I do have a readied up Bashful, which can quest for 3. Oh, they're going for the win here. They're going for the win. They quested with goat. So they're up to 16. And they just got to bounce the goat 17, replay the goat 18, bounce the goat 19. I don't know. I don't think that, and then replay the goat again. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they have enough. I think this might have been it. I think this is the game. Wicked Hulk. It's been a wicked game. Mega Lucas versus Wicked Hulk. The ultimate showdown. Who's going to win? Is it me? Maybe. Hopefully. At this point, I'm betting on myself. Oh, they're going for a Merlin Rabbit. That's not a goat. Which means I think we got the game in the bag. I think we got it. Oh, it's been a hard-fought battle. This was a close one. I had to make some tough decisions, but I think we came out on top, and I'm proud of myself. Good job. Ba-boom. Oh, it didn't do anything. Resist 2, my friend. Resist 2. They ba-boomed something and they thought it would get removed. Oh, it's just game. Yes. All right. So we won a game with the Snow White and Seven Dwarf deck and ranked. I'm very happy with that. You kind of got to see some stuff about the deck. I mean, I made a little mistake, I think, but like it's definitely strong. You can quest for a lot, and like I don't know, you can draw some cards, and then the resist 2 at the end there, super clutch. You put your board state out there, protect them, and then that's game. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching that gameplay video, and go ahead and grab the deck, copy it, go make it yourself, and tell me how it works for yourself, and good luck in your games. And we'll catch you next time. Peace!